What's up, money growers? Jacob back here with another video, coming to you guys today with another one of these bad credit card offers that you want to be on the lookout for if you're someone who's trying to build credit because you're brand new, or rebuild credit because you've had some bad issues in the past with some challenging life circumstances or whatever the case happened when it comes to your credit score that it's, low right now. So go ahead, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, because oftentimes people in this position where they're trying to build credit, either they've had credit issues in the past because, they didn't know what they were doing or whatever the case may be, or you have people who are just starting and they're just new to credit. This is where you're most vulnerable in getting taken advantage of when it comes to credit card offers. And this one, I'm going to show you in just a moment how really you don't get a whole lot for what they charge you with this card here. This is First Premier Bank card. This is apply for a secured credit card. So we'll talk about this card, and then we'll compare it to some other secured cards that are much better than this. And you're going to see the options of what you have available. So guys, again, subscribe, because I'm going to be talking more about some of these just rip-offs, these just dumpster fire credit cards that some of these places offer to people. I don't like seeing people go for this kind of thing because there's a lot of better options than this. So let's go ahead and talk about this, okay? So here we are, First Premier Bank, all right? So it says, don't let bad credit hold you back. The First Premier Bank secured credit card can help you take control and start building your credit. Cool, lime green card. So it's easy to get started. You submit your application. If you're approved, you're gonna pay your refundable deposit, which becomes your credit limit, and then use your card responsibly, make on-time payments to build credit. We're going to talk a little bit about the responsible part and the payments and how much you have to use in a moment. And keep moving forward. This. After 1 year, you may be invited to apply for an unsecured credit card. So here you go. After 1 year, you may be. So you do have to be responsible, but of course there's no guarantee. So, and this is a whole year you have to wait. And there again, there are cards, secured cards, that don't make you wait as long as that. All right. Says you're new to credit, or credit's taking a hit, right? This is their whole selling point, right? They will report your activity to the major consumer reporting agencies. Interesting, it doesn't just say all three, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So maybe they do report to all three. But here's the part I find kind of funny. Features of the First Premier Bank secured credit card. Some of these I'm kind of surprised they highlight as features, but I give them credit for at least being upfront about it. So it has a low 19.9% APR, which, I don't know, I just looked at another one that was 29.99%. So I guess compared to that, it's low. But again, you can find lower. $200 credit limit. So that's all you're working with. $200, which is not a lot. So that's why up here when it talks about using the card responsibly, making on-time payments, but you have such a low credit limit amount that you have very little wiggle room. And that's one of the things where if you were to go with another card that's really popular for a secured card, like a Discover, like the Discover It secured credit card. You look at this, and one, it tells you 8 months. After 8 months, they begin to review your accounts. So it's shorter than a year that they're offering with this crap, and your credit limit starts at $200 with this. That's your minimum. And then you can go up to $2,500 with this. So it starts at $200, you go up to $2,500 if you want, and you earn rewards with this credit card from Discover It. So with this, your $200 is your limit, and they charge you a $50 annual fee. I am surprised they even put this up here as a benefit. Like this is some sort of positive. When you look at here, annual fee on this card, 0, okay? And rewards, secured credit card that they have with Navy Federal. No annual fee, no balance transfer fee, no foreign transaction fee, no cash advance fees. And you get points with this too, $1 or 1 point for every dollar you spend. If you go with like the Open Sky, they do have, I think this is a $35 annual fee on this card. But still, this is better than, and this starts at $200, it goes up to $3,000. So this is still better than this crap. So once you open, you may have the opportunity to expand your credit limit, chance to build history, right? Use responsibly. Okay, let's dig a little deeper into this, right? Your credit reporting, FICO, paperless statements, all this stuff. A lot of it's pretty common that it comes with. Since 1989, they've been helping individuals and families improve their financial health. So since 1989, apparently, they've been taking 25% of your deposit right off the bat with a $50 annual fee. So Let's jump a little deeper into this. These are the disclosures they have about build credit by keeping your balance low and paying all your bills on time. Well, your credit limit's already really low. So if you're trying to keep it under 10, 20, 30%, you don't have much to work with. So, talk about the security deposit, getting that back. Credit limit increase eligibility upon request after you've been with us for 13 months. 13. Over a year, you have to have been with them. Navy Federal, with the end reward, you come down here after just 3 months. You could be eligible for an upgrade. If you qualify, we'll provide you with additional credit to allow for spending beyond your deposit. Then at 6 months, they'll review your account monthly, every month, to see if you're eligible to have your hold removed and be upgraded to an unsecured card. So at 6 months, even, you can get an upgrade at 3 months and unsecured at 6 months. So less than half the time you're looking at with this. And there's no annual fee with this. And there's a $50 one with this. So let's do the terms and conditions. This is where it gets even better. So 19.9% is the APR for this card. Annual fee, $50. So here's the notice, okay? Right, in this tiny print, right? In the small print you want to read with these. So some of these setup and maintenance fees will be assessed before you begin using your card and will reduce the amount of credit you initially have available. Based on your initial credit limit of $200, that is not a whole lot to work with. So if you're trying to keep, your utilization under 10%, that's less than $20 a month. 20%, $40, 30%, $60. You're not working with a whole lot with a credit limit of only $200. So it's based on your initial credit limit of $200. Your initial available credit will only be about $150. They literally just take 25% of your deposit right off the bat. 25% of your limit. So 25% of your limit is just gone right away. I mean, for 25%, $50 at a 200, that's a lot. Especially, like I said, when you have these other options here that give way, way better. If you're going to spend 10% of 3,000, now you got $300 you're working with. 20%, $600, right? If you're trying to keep under that utilization, you have way more room with something like this than with something like this. So cash advance, $8 or 5%, whichever is greater. Foreign currency, 3%, right? Late payment, 39. Return item charge, 39. So even more small print down here. But really, for what you're getting, a $200 limit just to have $50 taken from it, not a good deal. So not a good deal. Not, something that I would encourage people to do. Okay, like I've shown earlier, you have many other options when it comes to secured credit cards or ways to build your credit or rebuild your credit than doing something like this. Because this is just... in a lot of ways, it just seems like a ripoff. Some even just called it flat out scam because of how much they charge you for what they're giving you. When you have all these other choices, all these other options so available. If there's something I missed, tell me about it down below in the comments section. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you think this is as big a ripoff as I do, if you don't, tell me about it down below as well. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you being so awesome. And until next time, keep growing your money.